Today, I'd like to write our own directory enumeration tool. Yeah, our own dirbuster. Okay, let's get started. The major module, which we'll be using is requests. Yeah, this is the third-party module, which is very easy to install. You can use pip to install this module, requests. And the second one is sys. And the next one is the term color. All right. And as usual, I'd like to use the object-oriented programming method to write this code. We can use class to create our own dirbuster. And the first method would be init method. At this moment, we just use the pass. And the next, we can get the information which supplied by the user, for example, like a URL and a word list. Pass. My habit, firstly, we need to get the entire architecture of the code. Next, we can check page, self, pass. And next one would be the major function, ROM, pass. Next, we can check if this program itself or is imported by other code, main, and we can create instance of our own class, my and dirb wrong. Okay, now we can come back to the init method. We can write or print out some banner. For example, our own directory enumeration 2. And the name is my dirb version. And the by JSON1. All right. Next, I think we need to handle the arguments or the parameters supplied by the user. So we can use, of course, we like to use the opt pass module. And we can create instance or object of this class. Passer, opt pass, option, passer, and we can print some usage. And the first option should be URL. And the second one is word list. And we can run or execute the program itself. Sys 0. Next, we can add option. Add option. The first one would be URL. And the text is URL. Type is a string. Help message. Specify URL to enumerate. Then we can add the second option, W, word list. Destination is word list. Type is also the string. Next, we can help specify word list. There's some error. Type. Oh, not remove the duplicate brackets. All right. Next, we can options, pass arguments, and we can make some judgment. If options URL, if the user doesn't specify the URL, it's long. All options word list is long, and then we can print out the error message. Please specify the URL or word list to start. And also we can print out the usage. Yeah, the parser has usage attribute. Then we can exit from the program. Okay. If the user has supplied the URL, then we can save into the URL variable, options URL, and the word list equal to options word list. Yeah, another module I'd like to import is OS. If we can judge whether this word list exists or not. Word list. And if not, we can print out some message. The word list does not exist. And then we can exit the program. And we also, next we need to handle or process the URL. If URL starts not URL starts with HTTP and not starts with HTTPS, we need to add the prefix in front of the URL specified by the user, right? URL should be, and we can add the URL. Next, we can return these two values as tuple word list. And then in the init method, we can define the attribute of the object or instance, right? URL base should be self get info, the first element, and self word list, self get the second element. Now we can, here we need to print the banner. Okay, so now we need to write the check page method, and we can use try and except to capture or handle the exception or errors. We do not need to do anything when there is any exception, right? So we can use requests response equal to requests get URL. Of course, we need to pass the URL to this method. And we can response code is response status code. Response size should be len. Response content. All right. Then we can print out message depending on the code. For example, if response code equal to 200, which means the request is successful, then we can print out the message URL and the code, then size, and then we can the URL, and second one is response code, and then response size. All right, yeah, I missed the percent. Okay, and I want to highlight this result when the response code is 200. So we can use term color, module colored, and the green, and we can copy this message or string, put it in here, and we can remove this line. If response 404, we do not need to do anything else. I want to print the message without any highlight color. Okay, so I think I've already written the method, the code for this method. Check page. Next, we can write the code block for the run method. We can use the with open self word list read mode as F, and we can forward read lines, and then URL should be self URL base word, and we need to strip any space in front of the word or after this word. Okay, and then we can pass this URL to the method check page URL. All right, I think I have already completed this program. Let's test it. Okay, now we can back here. Yeah, I use the Metsprite 2 as target, and so we can run Python my. Yeah, I already created the word list, the dictionary. Yeah, very simple dictionary. Of course, you can use the standard dictionary, like a dirbuster dictionary. First, I'd like to use the simple one. Python my. Yeah, first we don't provide anything. As you can see, please specify the URL or the list to start. Okay, so now we can use the U option. The IP address of the Metsprite 2. The word list, let's run it, but nothing, right? There must be some mistakes. So maybe we need to do some debugging. Oh, sorry, we need to print out the result, right? And now we can run this program again. Still nothing. Interesting. Color. Maybe we can print the URL for the purpose of debugging. Oh, sorry, didn't add the slash. Yeah, I think this is the reason which caused the error. So if not URL ends with, and then URL. All right, I think now this time this program can work. I hope so, at least. As you can see, it's working. Now we can comment out this line. We do not need to print the URL. Now we can run this program again. As you can see, we got what we expect. Okay, so that's pretty, maybe we need to close this bracket. Yeah, this one, but I think this very small error. Now we can run this, our own dirbuster. Correct. Also, if you want, you can use the Kali Linux inbuilt word list, right? We can run. As you can see, it starts scanning. Okay, so that's all I'd like to cover for this code. And see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.